touch him.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First
We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of him. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss.
During a fiery press conference held in New York, tensions between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez nearly erupted into a full-scale brawl, setting the tone for what many are calling one of the most explosive rivalries in modern boxing. The situation escalated when Crawford, visibly agitated by the verbal exchange, stormed across the stage toward Canelo, prompting the Mexican superstar to shove him back with force. The atmosphere turned volatile until Dana White and security quickly intervened to restore order. What intensified the hostility was Crawford's bold statement after Canelo's comment about wanting to fight in a smaller ring. Looking directly at his rival, Crawford declared, "I'm hunting everything he got." The eye-to-eye standoff between the two left the audience electrified, with fans buzzing over the intensity and potential ferocity of their upcoming clash.
I always try to respect my opponents, and I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, "You need to do something," and he did. And now before I respect his word because he say, "Oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do," and he did. So, but you know me. I respect everybody, but if you with me, so it's gonna be different.
Terence, is that true? Did Turki Al-Ashi ask you to spice things up?
Turkey didn't ask me to do nothing. I didn't touch him.
Crawford made it crystal clear that fear plays no role in his mindset when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. With unwavering determination, he dismissed any suggestion that he might be intimidated by the challenge ahead. Throughout the press events, he made a point of deliberately closing the distance between them, stepping to Canelo in a way that exuded dominance and defiance. He emphasized that he took that step to assert himself and make it known who was in control, stating that he has no intention of backing down or letting anyone dictate his plan inside the ring. Crawford's calm demeanor during intense stare-downs and bold posturing all sent one clear message: this isn't a fight he fears, it's one he's meticulously preparing to win.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of him. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of.
Hey, I never say that. Your uncle say that, not me.
I ain't scared of and you gonna find that out. And as you seen, the last press conference,
We'll see.
when I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different.
Canelo Alvarez responded to the physical confrontation with composed confidence, downplaying the shove as a natural reaction to Crawford encroaching on his space. He explained that he only pushed back because Crawford got too close, adding, "That was my reaction." According to Canelo, such flare-ups are typical in high-stakes build-ups and have always been part of the game. Nevertheless, he expressed a level of respect for Crawford, acknowledging his opponent as a complete fighter with deep experience. As he looked ahead to their September bout, Canelo emphasized that he remains focused, hungry, and fully committed to emerging victorious. He declared, "I'm here to win," suggesting that the tension is not just promotional, it's rooted in real competitive fire.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove and that moment that happened on stage?
Now, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so hard.
The press conference between Crawford and Canelo reached levels of hostility rarely seen, with intensity rising well beyond mere promotional hype. When Canelo pushed back against Crawford's verbal challenge, Bud snapped with a sharp-tongued jab, "The only running I'll be doing is running upside his head. He's got a big head, too." The crowd gasped at the insult, and the verbal battle continued when Canelo suggested a smaller ring size for the fight. Crawford, undeterred, fired back that he'd be hunting everything Canelo had when they stepped into the ring. As Crawford moved forward again, Canelo shoved him with force, prompting a rapid response from security to prevent a physical outbreak. The exchange showcased just how real the animosity between the two fighters has become.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't look different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
know
see.
It.
We'll see. We'll see.
In a surprising twist, Crawford revealed that he and Canelo had actually sat down for dinner prior to their Riyadh press conference, an event arranged by Saudi promoter Turki Al-Sheikh. While the dinner appeared cordial on the surface, Crawford admitted it was anything but comfortable. Having already eaten beforehand, he barely touched his food, and the awkwardness was palpable. Canelo mentioned during the meal that he couldn't stop thinking about their upcoming showdown in the ring. Though the evening displayed professionalism and mutual respect, Crawford made it abundantly clear that once the gloves are on, all pleasantries are forgotten. He intends to channel every ounce of tension and focus into defeating Canelo when the bell rings.
The menu last night.
Man, there was so much food there. I couldn't eat. I had just ate, so it was kind of crazy.
Did you get the sense that Canelo was perhaps trying to scope you out, or was it just a friendly dinner?
It was a friendly dinner. You know, it wasn't no animosity, bad blood, or anything like that.
Was His Excellency trying to probe anything between you, ask some questions that might cause some hairy moment?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. It was all.
David Benavidez weighed in on the highly anticipated fight, giving Crawford strong odds of victory based on his elite boxing intelligence and technical skill. Benavidez estimated Crawford has a 70% chance of beating Canelo, especially if he successfully carries extra weight and power into the super middleweight division. He praised Crawford's proven track record against top-tier opponents and his ability to adapt under pressure. However, Benavidez also offered a more nuanced perspective, noting that the weight disparity could tilt things slightly in Canelo's favor, suggesting perhaps a 60-40 edge for Alvarez. Ultimately, his commentary underscored the respect both fighters command and the unpredictable nature of this monumental clash.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I want to make 68.
No, I think you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 160.
ESPN's Stephen A. Smith delivered a thoughtful analysis of the impending megafight, calling it one of the most unique matchups in recent boxing history. With two pound-for-pound legends meeting at super middleweight, Smith acknowledged the gravity of this moment. He highlighted Crawford's exceptional ring IQ, adaptability, and his challenging southpaw stance as factors that could complicate things for Canelo. At the same time, he respected Canelo's physical strength and storied championship background, noting that the Mexican fighter brings a different kind of pressure that few can withstand. In Smith's eyes, this isn't just another bout, it's a historic collision of greatness.
Let me tell you what I think should be going. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for Rocky 3, and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago. Because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Several boxing analysts are urging Crawford's team to use Dimitri Bivol's 2022 performance against Canelo as a model for success. Bivol's strategy, centered around disciplined jabs, superior ring control, lateral movement, and well-timed counters, clearly troubled Canelo at light heavyweight. Members of Crawford's camp, including trainer Brian Bomac McIntyre, have reportedly studied that fight along with Mayweather's classic approach to devise a game plan focused on hit-and-move tactics and intelligent footwork. Analysts believe that Crawford may need to emulate the elusive style of fighters like Arislandi Lara, switching angles, staying off the ropes, and avoiding Canelo's preferred mid-range firefights to replicate a Bivol-like blueprint.
Is the fight you gotta study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bill. The problem is, Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Canelo because Canelo is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time, and he's actually a little guy who ballooned up to 168.
Crawford has publicly dismissed the idea that he's undersized for this matchup, noting that both he and Canelo were listed at 5 feet 8 inches. However, critics argue that height isn't the issue, it's the weight. While Canelo has successfully competed at light heavyweight, Crawford has never fought above welterweight. This discrepancy in natural size and strength is more than superficial, it could play a critical role on fight night. Many observers are concerned that Crawford's leap to 168 pounds, especially without a rehydration clause, could give Canelo a substantial physical advantage that might be hard to overcome.
Has the Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
Initially, Canelo Alvarez seemed dismissive about the idea of facing Crawford, but his stance has softened over time. He now appears open to the matchup if it makes sense both financially and from a legacy standpoint. For Canelo, the fight must meet certain criteria, not just excitement and challenge, but also meaningful rewards and recognition in the sport's history.
Terence Crawford, his name keeps coming up, and I know he's a lot smaller than you. Is that a fight that you would ever consider under any circumstance?
I always say if the fight make sense, why not? But he's not in the plan.
He's not in the plan. Okay. Is there a specific reason for it? Is it because of his size, or it won't do anything for you in terms of pushing you toward your goals?
Like I say, if it makes sense, maybe. I don't know right now. I just gonna enjoy this fight, and please let me enjoy this fight, and then you're gonna know what is next.
In a more candid and lighter moment, Canelo reportedly referred to the Crawford fight as potentially an easy one, financially, at least. He hinted at the possibility of earning up to $150 million from the bout, highlighting the enormous payday involved. Such a staggering sum is a major motivator for both fighters and is part of what makes this matchup so appealing. With their immense drawing power and respected careers, this has the makings of a true mega fight.
Look, the fight is going to be this, like you say, extreme fight. The fight. So, I don't care about that, but I can move, right?
Did you hear what Turkey said? He got on the stage and said, if beat Canelo an offer, you're smart to take it. What are your response to that?
Send me the offer. Like, if he see what I want, I'm going to take it,
Would you put a rehydration clause?
We'll see. I don't like to talk about other fights.
You understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see. You
I understand that. Same happened with Colombia.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with Colombia.
And it happened.
And same happened with Emilio Sanders.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Mayweather.
That's why I believe the fight hasn't happened. Would you ever go for 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morel, you got the rematch with Bivol.
If I go 175, that's pretty much a mistake.
That would be the first one. But then you can look around and see what's out there 175.
And then we.
Would you make a Crawford's performance against Manchester?
I think he knows why he's there. He made a good fight. But for me, I think the fight or draw would be the other side.
You've been saying your name a lot all week. I was out there
because
in LA.
he want to set the fight. If they don't talk about me.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? Because in the past you told me no.
If the money is right,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters.
If you want to stay 168 or look at 175. All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on ppv.com. Canelo Alvarez going for more history. Thank you. Quick picture.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing. Amen.
Canelo's remark about the fight being easy has sparked debate among fans and pundits alike. Some interpret it as sheer confidence from the Mexican champion, while others believe he may be underestimating Crawford's abilities. The comment has only added more intrigue and speculation to an already highly anticipated bout.
That could have been made, right? Folks wanted, obviously everybody wanted to fight Benavidez, and now there's conversation about Crawford. Crawford saying he wanted to fight you. Everybody wants to fight you.
Yeah.
Now I saw after the end of the Crawford fight, the how they call him, the Excellency, Turkey, his Excellency, the Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford. Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. So if
yeah,
you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in, because I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I'm in right now.
How you think he did at that weight, at 154? How you think Crawford did?
They are a weight class for a reason. And you need to ask him. It's different. I know in his mind he thinks he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good fighter.
Appearing on The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God, Canelo acknowledged Crawford's exceptional skill set but questioned whether a fight at 168 pounds would hold true merit. He suggested that critics might downplay a victory over Crawford due to the size gap, considering Crawford would be jumping 3 full weight classes. While Canelo emphasized his respect for Crawford, he also argued that the win wouldn't carry the same legacy value as triumphs over natural super middleweights. For him, beating Crawford might not receive the credit it deserves because the perceived mismatch in size could overshadow the outcome.
Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything from in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but like I say, he's weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and then you never know what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
There is widespread respect in the boxing world for both Canelo and Crawford. These two fighters are known for consistently chasing greatness rather than taking the easy route. Unlike some past megafights that failed to deliver excitement, a clash between Canelo and Crawford is expected to exceed expectations due to their history of stepping up when it matters most.
At the end of the day, what makes the elite the elite? A lot of them chase money. Terence, he chased greatness. Yeah. And I think Canelo chases greatness.
Yeah.
So they're not going to cheat us like Charlo cheated us last night.
Who do you think walks away victorious? Does Canelo's natural size and weight advantage make him the clear favorite? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This is a debate every boxing fan wants to weigh in on.